Alright, here we are, Mackinac City. And well, we're gonna try not to die.
Pedestrians first, I don't.
Right, I got the right of way. Anywho, Mackinac City, Madhouse. I've been to Mackinac City several times in my lifetime, but I ain't never seen it like this, ever. Just had to pay $5 for parking in the middle of a field, and now it's time to walk 5 miles just to walk the 5 Mile Bridge.
7 miles.
7 miles.
7 miles.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Facebook, we live.
We got the live feed going on Facebook.
Yes,
Hike Don't Part 7. I'm way too tired to be dealing with this shit right now, but
Here we are.
It is what it is.
For y'all amusement.
We're in Mackinac City right now, and there's about 5,000 people in this block.
5,000? You better up that about 5,000.
Hike Don't.
I don't. But we're here. We're half awake.
I got 2 hours of sleep, and the day before that I got 3 hours of sleep.
Now,
2 days I got 5 hours of sleep.
we've seen a bunch of buses already driving up and down the streets.
They got buses from
So,
Alpena, Sheboygan, you name it.
we got to try to find out where these buses are located so we can jump on a bus
Hike Don't.
and actually get across the bridge.
Hike Don't.
Just follow everybody else.
And I guess so. Just follow the masses of people.
Hike Don't.
How you doing?
Hike Don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut this off for now though, but I'll get some more as we continue this journey.
Here we are walking 5 miles, 7 miles, just so we can get on the bridge and walk 5 more miles.
7 miles.
Then turn around and walk about 7 miles back to the truck.
At least we get our exercise in for the day, right?
Yep.
Shit, man, the bridge is right there. Why don't we just say hell with the bus? Just walk to the bridge.
Might as well.
Hey, get out on the freeway. And
Yeah.
how you doing? Can I have a ride? Can I get a ride across the bridge? How you doing?
Well, I gotta give it this. It's nice to look at.
How you doing?
Can see the bridge there on the horizon. There. And trying to zoom in and walk, it's not there actually. Obviously right there's the bridge. So we're getting closer. Even though I'm only partially awake, we will be doing this, and I will conquer it on foot. I got you, Mighty Mac. I got you. Just look at the masses.
How you doing?
Just everywhere. Kind of stuck in this line at the moment. Oh, well, no. Spoke a little too soon. We're moving again a little bit here now. But judging by this line, we got a ways to go.
Right? Dude, I just like stick my head out there and wait for the mirror to hit
So
me.
close, but yet so far away.
If I got hit by one of them bus mirrors, I'd own the Mackinac Bridge. I don't.
There you go.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't.
Yeah, trying to get on the bus, and we're so close. On our way.
They're walking already. Yeah. But it's funny how they go in spurts, like they're together and they're standing.
All right, here we go, guys.
Hi.
We're on our way.
Let's do this.
Heading over Mighty Mac, which is right here on the horizon.
5 miles.
So it's taking us a little while to actually get. Whoops, screen. There we go. Took us a little while to actually get to this point, but we're finally getting ready to head over. Let's do it.
What about mayonnaise?
I tell you what, this is quite a sight right here.
It is 8:30, you guys.
That. Whoa, zoomed in a little farther. That's very cool. At least cool to do once. I don't know about this again though. We haven't even really got that far yet.
No, okay, you gotta go way over.
Oh, I know. All right, here we go. Whoops. Climbing up. A few more steps. And I believe we'd be officially on the bridge. Whoops. Flip that there. There we go.
Get the tails.
Huh?
Tail.
Yeah. It's a perfect day out here for this right now. But we are officially on the bridge. Only about 6 or 7 miles to go. Alright. A few more moments. We get up to the grate. And we're just getting to the point where you start seeing the cables. Now I go all the way up to the towers. There you go. Get to the grate. And look down, buddy. Oh, this camera don't really pick it up very well. But that's a long way down. That looks very cool. Towers.
Take a break. Oh, you can take a break over on the side if you want.
I say, yeah, we can take a break for a minute. But we're finally made it.
Want to wait till we get up to the tower?
Oh, well, I can do that.
Well, we're gonna take a break up at the tower. That's cool. Been over this bridge many a times, but walking across it, you get to see how big it really is. It's insane. Approaching the first tower, and again, in person, it's a lot bigger than what you're actually thinking. From here. Way up. That is awesome. Never realized that they're really that tall. Like even even coming over on the bikes, because you came over on the bike too, right? Yeah. Before. Even coming over on the bikes, you don't realize they're that tall because you pass right under them and don't think much of it. That's so cool.
I took pictures with you.
Well, I can pretty much say we're about at the halfway point, huh?
I'd say.
About?
Yep.
And I tell you what, it's very cool. Cables are starting to come down right before they go back up. And start heading up to the next tower. Yeah, it looks like, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if, I'll get a little closer here in a little while, but, and this camera won't focus, but you can see some people standing on the very top of that tower. That's very cool. I bet the view from up there is amazing. Either way, I mean, it's a shame that, these cameras just don't do this justice. It's something you'd have to actually be here and experience for yourself to be able to actually see what I'm seeing right now. I don't think it gets much more perfect than this right here. Perfect day. Getting up to that second tower, and we were correct. There are people on the top of this tower. That is ridiculous.
Imagine the view.
Oh yeah, the view would be insane. It would have to be. Well, we're got a couple miles now, a little past the halfway point. Yeah, it actually, you can feel that you're going downhill a little bit now. Oh, look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah, going down.
Well, decided to take a small break. It's very cool because just sitting here, you can feel the bridge itself like vibrating and swaying slightly right underneath your feet. It's very cool. Hey, here you go. What do you think?
It's awesome.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah?
Don't get any better than this.
Enjoying it?
Yep.
Very much.
Good. Good to know. Bro's over here getting, looks like some panoramic view. Very cool pictures when he gets those done. Gonna hang out a few more moments, and then we're gonna continue our descent. We are on the downslope, so it's getting a little bit easier.
Panoramic pictures aren't really coming out the greatest.
No, it's too much glare.
No, there's just too much going on.
Oh, really? But it's been a good day, and there's still a little ways to go. Well, we're got a little ways to go. We're getting close to down there, but now they're opening up one of the lanes of traffic the other way. So we just gotta kind of shift it over, you know, like get out the way. And now they got traffic coming on our side of the bridge. That's kind of lame. They couldn't even wait. But you know, it's all good. It's all good. We've about made it over. We're getting very close. Yeah, we ran out of the grate some time ago. Yeah, see it in the background now. Yeah, now these traffic's getting a little close for comfort, man. But
If you want to walk it again, just hop on the back of somebody's truck and take it over again.
yeah, why not? This has been really cool. I think that's about the extent of what I'm going to be getting. I might get a little something else once we get off the bridge. But this has been something to experience, that's for sure.
Here we are, live, Facebook. Just got across the Mackinac Bridge, just walked the whole thing.
Alright, here we are at the finish line. Certificates gonna be handed out right here and now.
Yes.
We did it. We did it. And here we go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright. Look at there. 59th annual Mackinac Bridge. That's right. Got the certificate right there. I did it. Proof. Huh?
What numbers are you?
17912.
Well,
17911.
This right here is the certified
7G.
17911.
that I walked across the world's greatest bridge on September 5th, 2016. 59th annual Labor Day Mackinac Bridge walk. Hike going.
It is over. I do have something else to talk about, but I'll do that here in a few moments.
Yeah, we'll go over that.
We'll go over that in a minute.
Over here.
Well, we made it back to the truck, guys.
Yes, we did.
We did it. Trying to get out of here is going to be a whole nother situation in itself.
Well, at least you're right here, though. If somebody lets you out, you might be all right.
I might have a shot. We crossed the bridge. We did it on foot. It was a good time. It's a perfect day. But now it's time to head back to the cabin and have some dinner. So until then, this has been our walk across the bridge. I might do a little bit more on the way back home, but that's it for now, guys. Well, here we are. Loading up. It's a very sad time in my life right now. This is obviously the worst part of any trip you could actually ever take. Ever. And that's the going home portion of it. Got the cooler in here with fresh ice, getting everything loaded up, and unfortunately having to head home. That was quick. That's alright though. Couldn't ask for any better weather. And the walk over the bridge itself was definitely an experience. And it was definitely a lot of fun. And I'm definitely glad that I came up here for this. So, but we are getting ready to get back on the road. So, Mackinac, adios. Up north, adios. And, well, I guess I ain't got much else to say. We're on our way home. What's up, Facebook?
Hi, don't.
I don't.
This is Hike Don't Part 9 /
The end.
The end. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
back to reality.
All things do have to come to an end at some point, I suppose.
Yeah.
And this is that time.
Yep. Well, unfortunately, didn't get the live feed or really any video of the bridge walk. Was more focused on actually walking the thing. Hey.
Well, and not only that, it seemed like service was a smidge, spotty up there regardless anyway. So getting any live feed from the bridge just would have been extremely difficult. So I think we did get a couple offline stuff that should have gotten posted, right? Maybe a little clip it here and there. I think there's one towards the end, and
well, I know I did one live one after we got off the bridge, right when we crossed the finish.
Okay.
That was Hike Don't Part 8.
Okay.
But yeah, there'll be some more pictures coming and everything like that. But
I took a lot of video, which I hope to be putting together, and it ain't happening tonight, I can guarantee that. But at some point, I took a bunch of video from the bridge and some of the other things that we did. So.
Hike Don't.
Yeah. Right. And after a nice 5-hour drive, we have arrived back to civilization, I suppose.
I'm gonna go home and swan dive into bed. Got about 2.5 hours of sleep, and then went and walked halfway across Mackinac City. Took a bus across the bridge, walked the bridge, and then halfway across town back to the car.
It was a good 9 miles at least.
Oh yeah, easy. I mean, the bridge itself is 5, so. But
it was a good time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if anybody
if
ever sees this, if you've never done the walk across the bridge, it's definitely worth doing at least once. Right?
Oh yeah.
It's an interesting experience, and it was definitely worth doing at least one time.
Oh yeah, it was cool. I'd like to do it again at some point, but not next year.
Nah.
Give it.
I think I could do it again that soon.
Yeah, I'd give it maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 years from now. Maybe do it again, something like that.
Well, I'm beat, and I don't really have a whole lot more to say.
Yeah, well, the land of Facebook had heard the story of.
Oh yeah, Facebook hasn't heard this about the guy.
Of the guy. The guy.
The guy.
The guy. So we're walking down the bridge. We get all the way across. Now, it was really cool because you could actually, feel the bridge moving. You know, like a line of buses went across, and it felt like an earthquake. It was actually pretty sweet. How you doing?
Well, we get about 3/4 of the way across.
We started in the UP and came back to Mackinac City, and we went under both the towers. You know, so I mean, we were on the home stretch. You can put it that way. And they actually had there was the two northbound lanes were shut down first to walk, and they ended up getting us all down to one lane so they could have 3 lanes of traffic going. And I'm sitting there walking, and the other, you know, mom, dad, and, you know, this guy were behind me, and they were actually a ways behind me. I mean, there was a decent sized gap, and I was just like,
a reason for that.
and I'm like, okay, you know, they're lagging a little bit, you know, I'll hold up, and this guy comes walking up beside me.
The thing is, I'm like, bro,
and
get back here.
And this guy comes walking up my right hand side. And as soon as he gets to about mirror, right in front of me here, I just kind of went.
The stench invaded the nostrils.
I was just kind of like, wow, that's an interesting smell. You know, this is it was
Interesting isn't the word for it. It was a catastrophe, is what it was.
It was a very potent smell.
Very. Oh.
And the guy gets a ways ahead of me, and I was gonna start hanging back, you know, to you know, walk with you know, mom and dad and this guy. And I look, and this guy had like gray shorts on,
A very light gray, mind
socks almost halfway up to his knees, and pardon my French, but shit all down his legs. It's on his hands,
from his ass to his ankles and all over his hands.
It's like he tried to wipe his ass with his hands, but there was just too much of it.
I mean, he was. I mean, when we say literally covered in shit, this guy was covered in his own shit.
Now, the greatest part about this was the bridge was lined with like National Guard and U.S. Army.
Oh yeah, I about forgot about this.
The bridge was lined with National Guard and U.S. Army. And one of the National Guard guys is standing here like this, and the guy walks by, and he must have caught a whiff.
He had to have.
He had to have gotten a whiff. And he looks over and kind of like glances. He does like a quadruple take at this guy, okay? And he
has no lie.
He starts like laughing and shaking his head. Every car that drove by, you could see him just laughing. And,
yeah, I kind of felt bad for the guy after a while.
You know, it's like you don't know what happened.
I mean, the thing is, like, you know, you had stuff, porta-johns and, you know, little rest areas before the bridge and after the bridge. But while you're on this bridge, there was nothing. So if you got halfway, you probably might have done what this guy had to do and just kind of had to do what he needed to do. And, whoa, Galaxy!
Facebook.
So, you know, it's hard to say exactly what happened, but it was just a catastrophe for everybody involved.
This one National Guard guy, you know, the guy that did like the quadruple take, kind of goes like this, kind of shakes his head, and I looked at him and I said, man, sometimes you just gotta go. And he goes, no, you don't. Now, and as this guy got in front of people, like there was this gap.
You start seeing this gap getting wider and wider, and
yeah.
And mind you, he was trucking pretty good at this point.
Oh yeah, he was hauling ass. And you know, and the sad part about this is, it's probably like 5-6 years from now, we're gonna be sitting up north, you know, we're just sitting around having a conversation, be like, hey man, you remember that time we went and walked the Mackinac Bridge and we seen that guy covered in shit? That's gonna be like the memory of this whole thing that sticks out the most. Remember when we walked the bridge and seen the guy covered in shit? Those two sentences are just going to combine every time. How you doing?
They're going to go hand in hand. There's no doubt about that.
And, I mean, maybe, just like Catherine, this guy had a fear of bridges, and maybe, just maybe, just throwing it out there, you know, he tried to, you know, face his fears and walk the bridge and get over his fear of bridges, and it scared the shit out of him. How you doing?
How you doing? Better than that guy.
Yeah, right. You know, and the thing is, it's like, you know, there was porta-johns and stuff, so we could have cleaned up, but still, his socks.
I mean, it was halfway up his arms, man.
I mean, you know, so it's
it
like
looked like a horror film, is what it looked like.
So his shorts are just literally covered in shit. So it's like, if he walked into a porta-john and at least wiped it off his legs and his hands and everything, you know, I mean, the smell would still be there.
Oh.
You know, it's like I really hope this dude just like found his car and hauled ass. It's like that would be like the most embarrassing thing in my life. Like I probably would have just walked up to a National Guard dude and socked him in the face just so I could get a free ride out of there. Yeah.
The thing is, they probably wouldn't want you to put your shitty ass in their vehicle anyway.
Oh, they'd probably get somebody in one of them trucks and just throw him in the bed.
Oh man, but I tell you what, it was an amazing weekend. You couldn't have asked for better weather at all.
No, it was nice. Really nice.
The bridge walk itself was amazing. Reliving some of those old childhood moments.
Oh yeah,
nostalgia.
The George Washington Head, USS Bunker Hill,
You know,
Tomahawk Creek.
you know, getting dinner at Woodwinds. I mean, all of it just tied into an amazing package. And
a lot of what we did was covered in what will be known as the Height Dome Chronicles, part 1 through 9, and then we had like a part 4.5 and like a 0.4 or how you doing part 4, how you doing part 4.5, and then I think there was a how you doing part 5 and a 5.5, which were offline, but that was the canoe, the kayaks and everything. So if you're interested to see if anything that we did, I'll be taking all of these live videos and probably putting them in their own separate album, and it will be titled the Height Dome Chronicles.
Northern Edition.
Northern Edition, Height Dome. So I'm gonna get all my garbage out of his truck into the Grand Mang and start making my trek home.
All right, guys, that's it for us. So, thanks for tuning in all weekend to watch our shenanigans and have a little bit of fun with us. So,
and at the end of the day,
I don't.
I don't.